and today I'm going to be doing my top 10 favourite books of 2016. So they're in no particular order, these are just the books that I enjoyed the most during this year. Not all of them will have come out this year, they're all books that I read in 2016. The first one is This Savage Song by V.E. Schwab. This was the first V.E. Schwab book that I had ever read, and it really did not disappoint. The premise of this book is that Kate Harker and August Flynn are both heirs to a divided city, so Kate is heir to one half and August is heir to the other half. This city is also a city overruled by monsters, and there are 3 different types of monsters, some more deadly than other and some more common than others. They end up going to the same school, and Kate realises that August may not be quite who he says he is. Lots of stuff goes down. Monsters is something I never really thought I would be interested in reading about, but V.E. Schwab did it in a way which made it so good and so interesting, and I was absolutely hooked. Then we have Lovesick by Jessie Cave. This book isn't a fictional book. I think I mentioned this in my October and November book haul. It is just a book of really sort of badly drawn doodle, all about love and like and friendships and life and all this stuff. It's absolutely hilarious. I couldn't turn a page without being like, that's me. Like, that is literally my life summed up. So good. They're so funny and creative, and I really loved it. It was a book I purchased and read near the end of this year, and I absolutely loved it. Then also this year I read A Quart of Thorns and Roses and A Quart of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. A Quart of Thorns and Roses did not come out this year, it came out last year I believe, but A Quart of Mist and Fury did. But I read them both this year and I loved them. I loved A Quart of Thorns and Roses. It really took me by surprise how much I enjoyed it, and then I read A Quart of Mist and Fury that completely flipped it all on its head, but I really enjoyed it as well. A Quart of Thorns and Roses is about a girl called Kyra. She's a huntress and she's trying to help her family who are very poor and starving, but she ends up killing one of the high fae of this other place, and the other fae end up coming to her and saying, you killed one of us, we have to take you and you have to live with us. And it's essentially a Beauty and a Beast retelling. There are problems with it, and there are problems with it that I would, that I will discuss some point. The third one comes up next year. I think I will sort of do a big wrap-up discussion video. I did enjoy them and I enjoyed the story, and I was in a really bad reading slump after Mist and Fury because I really enjoyed it and couldn't find anything else that resonated with me that much. Then also another 2 books together that I read was Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. This one is just a duology, so there will not be any more, and Crooked Kingdom was released this year. So Six of Crows is about a boy called Kaz Brecker who gets basically commissioned to pull off this really impossible heist in this really impenetrable building. So he has to find a team of people that he trusts and he knows won't let him down so that he can pull this off and get paid a lot of money. Six of Crows goes through finding that team and the actual heist itself, and Crooked Kingdom is the aftermath of that. They are both fantastic. I finished Crooked Kingdom probably about a month and a half ago, and I have not been able to stop thinking about it since. It was amazing. I loved that series so much. It's one of my all-time favourite series ever. It's so good. So this year, of course, Lady Midnight came out, which is the first book in the Dark Artificers trilogy by Cassandra Clare. The Dark Artificers trilogy is set 5 years after the end of the Mortal Instruments, and it follows the Blackthorn family this time and Emma Carstairs. It's set in the Los Angeles Institute, and it's all about Emma and Julian being parabatai and everything that's happening after the end of City of Heavenly Fire, so the cold peace and the attitudes that the Clave now has towards the Fae. It explores lots of themes and lots of issues and really goes into so much more detail and really gives you an idea of what the life is like after City of Heavenly Fire ended. We meet new characters, we see old ones, and just a lot is explored, and I loved it. I'm so excited for the sequel. And we have Anna and the French Kiss. This book did not come out this year, but I read it at the very start of the year. I also read Lola and the Boy Next Door and Isla and the Happily Ever After, but Anna and the French Kiss was my favourite one. It focuses on a girl called Anna who moves to do her final year of high school in Paris. She goes to the School of America in Paris. She really doesn't want to. She cannot speak a word of French, but her dad, who's this kind of like cheesy, cliche, chick lit, if we're going to put it that way, author, he sends her there, and it's who she meets and everything that happens in missing family and friends and figuring stuff out and growing up, and I really loved it. Then also we have Cursed Child, and while the Cursed Child story was not my favourite one, it was not my favourite, and it has a lot of plot holes, and it is not the best book ever. It was a new Harry Potter story, and I know that some people don't consider it as canon, I would like to think it was, because even if J.K. Rowling didn't write the entirety of it, she did come up with the general story and she would not have approved something that wasn't, so I'm taking it as extra Harry Potter information. It gave me Scorpius Malfoy, which I love him so much. He is literally my spirit animal, so I love him. It was just the whole hype around it, like the midnight launch, everyone being excited and talking about Harry Potter again. Potter has come back massively this year. Going to see the play, that really makes that book one of the top 10 in this year for me, because it was my beacon of light. I went to see it in August, so pretty much the middle of the year, and it gave me my motivation and energy for the rest of the year, and to just have Harry Potter back in such a full thing has given me loads of comfort and loads of happiness, and really made me like be able to do really cool things and experience cool things. So Cursed Child's on that list for me. Then we have Nemesis by Anna Banks. This book was in the November Fairy Loot unboxing and I loved it. I absolutely loved this book. It was so good. It's about a girl called Sephora, and she escapes her kingdom and tries to go to another one because her dad is the king of that kingdom and she does not like what she's doing. She ends up leaving and they all think she's dead, and she ends up in another kingdom ruled by the newly appointed pharaoh Tariq. Now Sephora can actually secrete this thing, Spectorium, which has lots of different powers, and she's one of the only people that can continue to do it. And obviously the king, her dad, had it in mass quantity because he always used to make her give him it, but this other kingdom is really low on it because they're not trading with each other anymore, and there's lots of things going on. So she meets the pharaoh Tariq and lots of things happen. I really loved it. It was really refreshing, and it was loosely based on Tutankhamun suddenly becoming pharaoh at a really, really young age and how he dealt with that, but then obviously with the fantasy and the girl element thrown in. But it was really good and really refreshing and nice and good, and I really loved the characters and just the writing, and I think this is also going to have a sequel and I need the sequel now. It was so good. I absolutely loved it. Then also The Thing About Jellyfish by Ali Benjamin. This is considered a middle grade novel, but everyone needs to read this book. It's about a girl whose best friend has died and she doesn't know why. She's really young and her best friend went swimming in the sea and just didn't come back out alive. She doesn't know why, and it basically becomes this obsession to figure out what it was that killed her. So she tries to figure out about jellyfish, and could it have been a jellyfish that stung her and then she was in pain. And it's this kind of how people deal with grief and how people deal with things they don't want to accept, and when you're younger experiencing that first loss. It's a really sad book and I cried so much, and it's definitely something that I would say kind of treat with caution, because you know, it is about death. I was 11 when I experienced my first like death. It was my grandmother, and I didn't know why. Like I didn't get it. Like I was like, but she was here and now she is not, and I don't know why. And it's how people deal with that, and it was really well written to show the different stages people can go through and the different ways that people can handle it, and it was just so incredibly well written and beautiful and just so like heartbreaking at the same time. And honestly, I don't remember the last time I cried that much at a book. I would really recommend it. It was so beautiful and amazing and just so good. And then also the Magisterium book, The Bronze Key, which is the third book in the Magisterium series. This is Callum's third year at the Magisterium and all what happens after the unfoldings of book 2, and the ending of this book literally ruined my life. I want to do a review of it. I haven't done a discussion of it yet, but I need to, because I need to discuss that ending, because can we just... I should have known with Cassandra Clare being a co-author and her ability to ruin my life that she would have done it again. I thought I was safe with this series, okay? Like I honestly thought, you know, it's a middle grade series, she's not going to ruin me too much, but no. She did. She did. And then, I know that was 10, but the Honorary Mention is the book I'm reading at the moment, and that is And the Hippos Were Born in Their Tanks by Jack Kerouac and William S. Burroughs. This book is a fictional retelling of a true story. Kerouac and Burroughs' friend, Lucien Carr, back in the Beat Generation days, killed someone and it told them, and they never told the police, so they ended up being part of the whole investigation. It ended up being ruled as self-defense. It's that fictional retelling with basically just the names and some of the places changed, because that's what Kyra used to do. He would write books but just change the names and the places to make them fictionalized. I'm in the middle of it right now, so I can't say if it's like one of my favorite books, but I'm loving it, and if I continue to love it as much as I am, it will be on this list. So that was my most favorite books of 2016. Were any of these the same as you? Let me know down below, and also let me know your other favorite books of 2016. And if you're new here, I make bookish videos a couple of times a week, so if you'd like to stick around and join us, then you can do that. And as usual, all my links will be in the description below if you would like to come hang out with me on other social medias. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're doing really well, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!